Indonesia has abundant natural resources, both on land and water. Most of the Indonesian population has a livelihood as farmers. The agricultural sector has an important role to improve the economy and meet food needs.
So, no wonder if Indonesia is known for its abundant plantation products and referred to as an agrarian country. Agrarian societies are known to have a high sense of family with strong inner bonds. So, local heroes in this episode will discuss the culture of the agrarian country spread throughout Indonesia. Of course, only on Local Wisdom.
Hello local heroes, I'm Hana Kosim.
And I'm Albert. We're back so we can get to know and love Indonesian culture more and more.
As we know that many agricultural products in Indonesia can be exported to other countries.
Yups, agricultural communities are very smart in utilizing fertile land to grow various kinds of quality food ingredients. They can see the type of soil and plants that can grow in their place.
This agricultural area is located on the island of Sumatra, which is believed to be the locomotive in agriculture in Indonesia. Lampung, this province has a fairly large and abundant natural resource potential.
The most abundant natural resource produced by Lampung includes rice at 7th national rank, corn at number 3 nationally, cassava ranked 1st nationally, sugarcane ranked number 2 nationally, as well as several other export commodities such as coffee, pepper, cocoa, palm oil, and also rubber. The production of food crop commodities in Lampung is increasing from year to year and showing a significant development. Now, we move to a province located near the capital city of Jakarta, Banten. This province is a division of West Java province since 2000. In general, the topographic conditions in the province of Banten are lowlands that stretches between Tangerang and Serang.
In accordance with the topographical condition, the agricultural sector is the most promising sector in this province. Banten has many superior varieties, such as white rice and brown rice, known for its delicious and leggy taste. Both red and white rice from Banten have promising potential to penetrate the international market.
Not just rice, corn is also a contributor to superior varieties produced in Banten. Uniquely, corn harvested from land in Banten is a special corn for animal feed. These corn are used to meet industrial needs in Jabodetabek and nationally.
Meanwhile, in the horticultural subsector, Banten also has many superior commodities.
From Banten province, we headed to the special region of Yogyakarta province, a province which is famous for the tourism sector, especially the Gunung Kidul area. Not many know that Gunung Kidul is one of the horticultural areas in this province. The area along the Sepanjang coast in Gunung Kidul developed into a horticultural area that also promising.
The development of cultivation of horticultural crops such as chilies, shallots, watermelon, and melon, quite popular in the Gunung Kidul Regency area, coastal areas of Sepanjang and Porok beaches.
Not only the coastal tourism, the agricultural sector also develops well. With the help of many parties, tourism-based and agriculture-based economic clusters can go hand in hand and complement each other.
Talking about agriculture, we must not forget this area, Dieng. In general, the Dieng communities' livelihood are farmers. With a height of more than 1,500 meters above sea level, the agricultural crops commodities that are cultivated are quite diverse, such as potatoes, leeks, carrots, chilies, and other seasonal crops.
Cultivation of seasonal crops, especially vegetables, require intensive soil processing. In fact, as we know, the topography of Dieng area is varied and hilly. There are both flat and sloping land. This makes the potential for erosion in the area very high. By the way, Hannah, we have to move to East Java area, Bojonegoro. I found the fact that the agricultural potential is pretty much the same as the oil and gas sector. In simple terms, Bojonegoro is divided into two regions, the northern area, which is near Bengawan Solo River, and the southern area, which consists of hills and forest. Well, the northern territory has fertile agricultural land, so there, rice can be harvested up to 3 times because the needs for water is always fulfilled.
Wow, that's right, Albert. The biggest function of Bengawan Solo is to suffice the agriculture. So the people around Bengawan use its water to irrigate their land, especially for rice plant. And the most amazing thing is Bojonegoro Regency is also the third highest contributor to rice production in East Java.
In addition to rice plants, some areas in Bojonegoro also produce various types of agricultural products with superior quality.
Wow, it's turned out the agricultural products in Indonesia are very diverse, from different topologies and soil types, can be used well by Indonesian people.
That's right, Hannah. Even the coastal tourist area in Gunung Kidul can be used to grow various horticultural crops.
How amazing people, Albert, never lose their ideas to improve their welfare, especially in the agricultural sectors.
So, local heroes, it can be said that nothing is impossible in our country, which is rich in natural resources. Well, soon we will discuss about agricultural rituals that are famous in Indonesia.
So don't go anywhere. Keep watching
Local Wisdom.
Hi local heroes, we're back with Hannah and Albert here at Local Wisdom. In the previous segment, we have discussed about agricultural areas which are famous for being fertile in Indonesia.
We want to invite local heroes at home to get to know what agricultural rituals are famous in Indonesia.
Wow, agricultural rituals. Local heroes at home, have you even heard about agricultural rituals? It is the first time that Hannah has heard of that. What's going on, Albert? Hannah is really curious. Local heroes at home are also curious, right?
Let's see these videos.
Local heroes, are you familiar with this tradition? Yeah, that's right. Gejok Lesung is a typical tradition of the people of Yogyakarta. In welcoming the eclipse, Gejok Lesung is performed by 5 to 6 people hitting the mortar with a pestle, so it creates a rhythm. Gejok Lesung is actually not directly related to the eclipse, but as an expression of gratitude for the abundance of rice harvest.
There was a belief among Javanese people in ancient times that solar and lunar eclipses occurred because there was Batara Kala, a giant who ate the sun. Humans had to beat all objects, including waters, so that Batara Kala would vomit the sun. Gejok Lesung is also associated with people's belief about expelling giants during a lunar eclipse. In its development, Gejok Lesung is combined with modern musical instruments, accompanied by singing Javanese songs, and added with dances. To continue to preserve this tradition, the local government and various community groups in Yogyakarta organize competition and festivals of Gejok Lesung on a regular basis. For example, the Padang Bulan Festival in Kulon Progo Regency and the special region of Yogyakarta's Gejok Lesung Festival held by the Culture Office of Yogyakarta.
The legacy of agrarian tradition that exists in the Sundaland, which holds local wisdom that is still firmly held by a number of people, is the Nyalin tradition. Nyalin is one of the customary ceremonies of agrarian communities in several areas for West Java. As a form of respect for rice plant, Nyalin is a tradition replaced it by taking the best rice grain as seeds in the next planting season.
This ceremony is carried out as a form of gratitude for the blessings and opportunities given by God to cultivate rice fields until the harvest time. In practice, the Nyalin tradition is usually carried out once a year when the rice plants turn yellow. Usually, before conducting the procession, the farmers will have a consultation with the Guguni, the one who has local intentions, so the procession can run smoothly. When the procession begins, the Guguni usually wears all white clothes and burns incense to start the ceremony.
The Nasa tradition to plant rice and secondary crops. This tradition is followed by almost the entire Baduy community. Nasa is a traditional legacy of the Baduy ancestral, which also aim to maintain the harmony among this community. This ritual is carried out by set up several leaves and tree trunks tied together. Next, simultaneously, they make holes in the ground with spears and spears the seeds. On the other hand, a number of local residents watch while playing angklung music and drums from a tree trunk and performing the ngarage dance.
This ngarag activity is one of the activities that can be said to be quite giving the impression that apart from involving almost the entire community, the terrain used to carry out this ritual is not an easy field.
Albert, did you know that in the Kabuman areas there are also in a tradition of growing rice? This tradition is called the Wiwitan tradition, which is carried out from generation to generation. The ceremony is intended as an activity to preserve culture, as well as means of praying to God, to give safety to farmers and so that their rice can always thrive.
Oh, that's right. I know that the Wiwitan ritual begins with a cultural carnival in the form of two gunungan, consisting of a mountain of rice and a mountain of vegetable and fruits. This carnival starts from a local resident's house and goes to the rice fields where the ceremony is going to be held. Well, after the carnival's done, they will cut one pair of rice and bring them to the barn.
Yeah, very true. This Wiwitan tradition is one of the cultural treasures that must be preserved.
Well, Hannah, the last one is a tradition in Sumedang called Mitembean. Mitembean is a traditional ceremony performed before starting a job. For example, before sowing seeds, planting seeds, or harvesting crops.
Mitembean means ngami mitin, or to start in Sundanese. This traditional ceremony has the influence of Hinduism before Islam came to West Java. Uniquely, Mitembean ceremony is not limited to rice plants, but can also be done by corn and other crops farmers others.
This traditional ceremony can be carried out in the rice fields, or at the owner's house. The things that are usually prepared for Mitembean ceremony are betel lime, gambir, betel leaf, tobacco, rujakan, and incense. Well, innovation and collaboration become tangible forms in these activities.
Local heroes, I didn't expect that agricultural rituals have so many moral value.
That's right, Hannah. It turns out that there are a lot of agrarian ritual in Indonesia. How about that, local heroes? Now, we know more about agrarian rituals that we rarely hear.
Of course, please. If we discussed agrarian rituals in Indonesia earlier, after this, Hannah and Albert want to give information also cool about the agrarian's world.
Wow, what's that? I can't wait! Local heroes, don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon at Local Wisdom. Back again with Hannah and Albert at Local Wisdom. Hannah, is there any interesting information in this segment?
This time, we want to discuss about the form of agriculture in Indonesia.
There's a lot, huh?
Yes, there is. Land in Indonesia is fertile and prosperous, so it is spread over several areas, which is useful.
Alright, here it is. The first form of agriculture that we will discuss this time is Subak from Bali. Subak is an organization owned by farming communities in Bali, which specifically regulates management or irrigation systems, or commonly called traditional rice field irrigation. The existence of Subak is a manifestation of the philosophy of Trihita Karana. Tri means three, Hita means happiness or well-being, and Karana means the cause. So it can be concluded that Trihita Karana means three causes for the creation of happiness and well-being.
Its application to the Subak system is Parahyangan, a harmonious relationship between humans and God. Pawongan is a harmonious relationship between humans and each other. And Palanmahan is a harmonious relationship between humans and the natural surrounding.
Experts say that Subak is a technological system that has become a culture in Bali. Subak is a technological method from the original culture of Balinese farmers.
Subak for the Balinese people is not just an irrigation system, but also a concept of life for the Balinese themselves.
Local heroes. From Bali, we move to the island of Java, to be precise, Central Java. Here, there is a border area between Blora in Central Java and Bojonegoro in East Java, called the Kendeng Mountains, where Samin tribe lives.
Traditions that are often carried out by the Samin people. One of the is the night run ceremony or village cleanup, and only carried out to carry out ancestral tradition. But with mutual cooperation nyadran, the cleanliness of the village is always maintained, and togetherness between the Samin people can be closely intertwined.
For Samin people, land is like a mother who provides a source of life. They take care of the land with all their heart. The uniqueness of Samin people in managing agricultural land is that they only plant twice a year, in dry season and rainy season. This is because Samin community realizes that the content of natural wealth will be of good use when humans not only use it, but also they must take care of it.
The festival of the Kendeng Mountains is not just a place for the Samin people to depend for their lives, but by caring for the Kendeng nature is an intermediary for them to appreciate the blessing of life from the Almighty.
The area that we will discuss next is located on the island of Sumatra, precisely Minangkabau. Tanah Ulayat is a field of land on which there are tenure rights from a certain customary law community. this land has a social function carried out by customary law society.
Every nagari in Minangkabau has ulayats with bunders according to the surrounding natural situation, such as hilltops or rivers. The area of a nagari is not the same. There are two types of ulayat in a nagari. Ulayat is ulayat nagari and ulayat kaum.
The ulayat is under the authority of the penghulu. Ulayat nagari is under the authority of the penghulu Andiko, which is also called the penghulu of the fourth tribe, while the ulayat kaum is under the authority of the penghulu suku, which is the shoot or the elder of the tribe.
Albert, let's move to the Central Java area. To be precise, in the Butuh village, Magelang. This village is right under the slopes of Mount Sumbi. Wow, the scenery is very beautiful, isn't it? And this place is called Nepal on Java. Because there is a stretch of land, extensive farm on steep hillsides. The terraced fields planted with various kinds of vegetables, and thriving looks very beautiful and charming.
From a distance, the plots are neatly arranged like stairs to the top of hills and the high mountains around the Butuh hamlet. In addition, this hamlet is known for its uniqueness. That is, it has a terrace house structure with the backdrop of the majestic Mount Sumbing. The beautiful scenery and the cool air will amaze anyone who visits it. So, it's not surprising that many tourists visit here, Hannah.
That's right, Albert. With this natural condition and enjoying village can improve the local people economy. Apart from farming, can also market their agricultural products to tourists who come.
Now, we move to South Sumatra, which not many people know about the form of agriculture, the Banyu Asin in South Sumatra. This area is recorded capable of harvesting 3 times a year. Banyu Asin Regency has been known to the world since the pre-Kedatuan Sriwijaya era because of its wealth natural resources. The location is also strategic in the sailing world of the archipelago and abroad.
This regency is a division of Musi Banyu Asin Regency and comes from the name of the Banyu Asin River, which across its territory. Currently, Banyu Asin is in the top 4 as an area national rice producer, a return to its glory as a fertile and prosperous region.
Well, local heroes, we have been accompanying you for 30 minutes to gain knowledge about Indonesian culture. There are so many new things that we can learn together, right, local heroes?
It's really fun today. We learn from agrarian areas in Indonesia, agricultural rituals to form of agriculture in Indonesia. Very complete local heroes.
Next week, we will meet again at the same time on the same channel. Finally, Albert and Hannah say goodbye. See you at the next Local Wisdom.
See you, local heroes.